Hey guys, I kind of wanted to show you this little segment between Sean Casey and Mike Trout. And Casey's asking Trout what are the things that he works on a daily basis in the cage. So I wanted to kind of play this for you and kind of show you how what Trout is feeling that he's doing when he's, crushing the ball is not actually what he's doing when he's crushing the ball. So I'm just going to let it play.
All the best players in the world do tee work. When you're off the tee in the cages, what are you working on?
Yeah, no, with the tee, I like to, set up high and get on top of the ball.
Yeah.
For me, it's, when you drop the shoulder down and you lift you're all dropping the bat, your barrel goes everywhere. So it's just getting on top of the ball. Just get in the cage, take about 10, 20 swings, and just try to hit a ground ball up the middle every time.
So this is a perfect example of what I mean when I say that what you feel isn't real. So this is a picture from Mike Trout's Zep ad, where it's basically a device that shows you where your swing actually goes. They're pretty cool actually. But anyways, what this is saying is that he has a negative 25 vertical angle at impact. What it's basically saying is that this angle right here is 25 degrees. But what you can clearly see is that Trout's shoulders are way down, and they basically match the plane of his bat and his front forearm. And one of the things that Trout said in that video that we just watched was that he didn't like to drop his back shoulder because it made his barrel go all over the place. And he feels like he's not dropping his back shoulder. He may feel like he's being really, really short to the ball, but what the video tells us is that when Trout drops his back shoulder, some really, really good things happen. So here we go, So here we go, taking a look at just a GIF here. And you'll see how much that back shoulder moves underneath the chin, kind of in a circular way. So we'll just kind of track it here. So I'll put a mark by his back shoulder, another mark, another one. So you can see that his shoulder is working almost like vertically down, and at the end it kind of looks a little bit like a smiley face underneath his chin. And we see this pattern with a lot of really, really good hitters. And Trout isn't the only one that thinks he's not dropping his back shoulder. Obviously, if you're a baseball or softball player or a baseball or softball dad, then you've heard many coaches say that the problem with a lot of swings is that the back shoulder drops. But really what ends up happening is people look at videos when they don't hit a ball well, and they try to figure out what the thing is that went wrong in that swing to make them not hit the ball well. And what happens is you end up just picking the wrong thing if you don't know what your swing looks like visually when you're going really good. So this is why it's really important to calibrate feel and reality. So this is why using a mirror and using video a lot is really important, because you need to be able to look at yourself when things are going wrong and actually be able to figure out the thing that is messing you up. And a lot of times, if someone was looking at Trout's swing and they were a little ill-informed, they'd be like, Mike, you're really dropping your back shoulder too much. You really need to make sure that your back shoulder is higher. So, someone less talented than Mike would go to the cage and be like, okay, cool, I'm going to take like 150 swings. I'm going to make sure that my back shoulder stays up every single time. And then you try to translate that into the game, and what actually does happen, because the back shoulder is not dropping, you end up getting really, really vertical to the ball, so kind of swing at the ball like this, and then you just clip the back end of the ball, which sends the ball straight up like this, and then you hit more pop-ups than you were before when you were actually dropping your back shoulder. So this is just an example of what can happen if you don't understand what your baseline is, and you don't understand exactly what it is you're trying to do in your swing, and your feels aren't calibrated.